I feel compelled to read out of this book and to show you just a few things on this book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Okay? That's the book I've been reading. I've actually read it all the way through, almost twice now. And the third time that I'm going to read it, I'm going to write down all the important little points that I want to remember for myself and review and get my subconscious mind geared more effectively. And you can do it too. I'm going to just read you a little bit on the introduction and the preface of this book because I feel everybody should get this book, even you. Okay? Doesn't really cost that much. You can get it at Amazon.com or you can get it at a local bookstore. This is from Joseph Murphy. It's the updated, revised one, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. Everybody prays. Do you know how to pray effectively? How long has it been since you prayed as part of your everyday activities? In an emergency, in time of danger or trouble or illness, and when death lurks, prayers pour forth. Just listen to the TV news each day. There are reports that people all over the world are praying for a child stricken with a so-called incurable ailment, for peace among nations, for a group of miners trapped in a flooded mine. Later we hear that when rescued, the miners said they prayed while waiting for rescue. Certainly prayer is an ever-present help in time of trouble. Why should you wait for trouble to make prayer an integral and constructive part of your life? The dramatic answers to prayer make headlines and are the subject testimonials to the effectiveness of prayer. But what of the many humble prayers of children, the simple thanksgiving of grace at the table daily, the faithful devotions wherein the individual seeks only communion with God? My work with people has led me to study the various approaches to prayer. I have experienced the power of prayer in my own life, and I have talked and worked with many others who have benefited greatly from the help of prayer. The problem usually is how to tell someone else how to pray. People who are in trouble have difficulty in thinking and acting reasonably. Their problems overwhelm them and block their ability to listen and understand. They need an easy formula to follow, an obviously workable pattern that is simple and specific. The unique feature of this book is its down-to-earth practicality. Here you will find simple, usable techniques and formulas that you can easily apply in your everyday life. I have taught these simple processes to men and women all over the world. You will learn why you often get the opposite of what you prayed for. Thousands of times people in all parts of the world have asked me, why is it I have prayed and got no answer? In this book you will find the reasons for this common complaint. The explanation of the many ways of impressing the subconscious mind and getting the right answers make this an extraordinary valuable book and an ever-present help in times of trouble. What do you believe? Contrary to what many people think, it is not the thing that is believed in that brings an answer to a person's prayers. Now, mind you, this whole book is not about prayer. So if you're not a Christian or you don't believe in prayer, don't worry. There's all kinds of stuff in this book that will help you with your subconscious mind, empowering yourself, okay? Let's see, where was I? Prayers are answered when the individual subconscious mind responds to the mental picture or thought in his or her mind. This law of belief is a secret operating principle in all the religions of the world. It is the hidden reason for your psychological truth. The Buddhist, the Christian, the Muslim, and the Jew may all get answers to their prayers in spite of the enormous differences among their stated beliefs. How can this be? The answer is that it is not because of the particular creed, religion, affiliation, ritual, ceremony, formula, incarnation, sacrifices, or offerings, but solely because of belief or mental acceptance and receptivity about that for which they pray. The law of life is the law of belief. Belief can be summed up briefly as a thought in your mind. As a person thinks, feels, and believes, so is a condition of his or her mind, body, and circumstances. A technique, a methodology based on an understanding of what you are doing and why you are doing it will help you to bring about a subconscious embodiment of all the good things of life. Essentially, answered prayer is the realization of your heart's desire. Everyone desires health, happiness, security, peace of mind, and true expression. How many of us achieve all these goals? A university professor admitted to me recently, I know that if I change my mental pattern and redirect my emotional life, my heart condition will improve. I know that. The problem is, I do not have any technique, process, or modus operandi. My mind wanders back and forth on my many problems and I feel frustrated, unhappy, and defeated. This professor had the desire for perfect health. What he needed was knowledge of the way his mind worked. It was this that would enable him to fulfill his desire. By practicing the healing methods outlined in this book, he became whole and perfect. The miracle working powers of your subconscious mind existed before you and I were born, before any church or world existed. The great eternal truths and principles of life, all in all religions. It is with these thoughts in mind that I urge you in the following chapters to lay hold of this wonderful, magical, transforming power. It will bind you up mental and physical wounds, proclaim liberty to the fear-ridden mind, and liberate you completely from the limitations of poverty, failure, misery, lack, and frustration. All you have to do is unite mentally and emotionally with the good you wish to embody. The creative powers of your subconscious mind will respond accordingly. Begin now, today. Let wonders happen in your life. Keep on keeping on until the day breaks and the shadows flee away. Okay, a couple more pages here. Your subconscious mind is a dark room. Your subconscious, this is important stuff here. Your subconscious is your great dark room. It's the secret place where your outer life develops. Therefore, it isn't your name, your manner of dress, your parents, your neighborhood, or the automobile you drive that makes you what and who you are. You are the beliefs taking shape, image by image, light and shadow, there in your subterranean dark room. In a moral sense, your subconscious is totally neutral, willing to look at any habit as fitting, whether or not you or the world deems it good or bad. That is why when we blithely drop negative thoughts into our subconscious, into this dark room of ours, time and time again, we are so surprised to see these dark thoughts finding expression in our day-to-day experiences and relationships, time and time again. As a matter of fact, it is rare to find something happening to us that we had no role in creating in this way. In order for your world to change, you have to change your mind. Let me read that again. In order for your world to change, you have to change your mind from the inside out. But if you accept this darkroom concept, you will find yourself happily, free of emotion about the process. When you entertain this idea, you will find that changing your life won't be such a struggle. How much of an effort can it take to simply replace existing mental images with new ones? This understanding can mean the beginning of an easeful period of positive change for you. It may surprise you to learn that all the beliefs and tendencies that were instilled in you from your earliest days are still with you. And they have power to manifest in and influence your life. All of us have many such beliefs and ideas that we have long since forgotten about. Beliefs and ideas that perhaps had their origins in childhood. These are hidden in the deeper recesses of this subconscious darkroom. Knowing this should make it clear why it's time to develop a healthy respect for your thoughts. For example, if you believe that sitting near a fan will give you a stiff neck, your subconscious mind will see to it that you get a stiff neck. It is not the action of the fan, which represents innocuous molecules of energy oscillating at a high frequency that will cause your discomfort, but your erroneous beliefs. The fan is harmless. And if you're afraid that you'll catch a cold because someone in the office sneezes, your fear becomes a movement of your own mind that creates what you expect, what you fear and believe. You'll notice that others in the office don't get a cold because they don't believe in it. They believe in health. Job said, "What I greatly feared has come upon me." On the other hand, where do you think miraculous healing powers also come from? From the same subconscious mind. If you fill your dark room with great truths, your outer pictures will reflect them. Your subconscious mind will accept these truths, and you will be under a subconscious compulsion to heal, to be peaceful. Just as an apple becomes your bloodstream, do these thoughts reside in your mind and affect your life. It is the same way you learn to walk, swim, dance, or play the piano. You repeat a thought again and again, and after a while it becomes second nature. That's prayer. That's conforming to a higher principle. The gasoline doesn't run your car. It has to become a vapor first. It has to change before it becomes empowered, just as your mind has to change before your world moves to where you want it. Along with healing, your subconscious darkroom is where your wealth is produced. The key is to first make the subconscious rich before you can see abundance in your life. As you become a student of the laws of mind, you will come to believe and know definitely that regardless of economic situation, stock market fluctuation, depression, strikes, war, or other conditions or circumstances, you will always be amply supplied. The reason for this is that you will have conveyed the idea of wealth to your subconscious mind. Will have supplied your darkroom with an image of wealth, and you will be supplied. You will have convinced your secret mind that money is forever flowing freely in your life, and that there is always a wonderful surplus. Should there be a financial collapse of government tomorrow and all your present holdings become valueless, you will still attract wealth and be cared for. Your subconscious darkroom is filled with great new ideas, so you don't have to worry about replacing your old ones. Begin at once to think about whatever things are true, lovely, and noble, and you will see these qualities all around you. Remember that God pronounced everything good and very good, and so should you. Thinking this way will give you a new, healthy reverence for your thoughts, and you will find that you will no longer be victim of pictures you thought you had no part in developing. Well, next time I'm going to read, starting in chapter 1, The Treasure House Within You. I wonder what's in there. There's some good stuff in this book. And hey, if you don't want to get the book, I'll read to you bits and pieces of this book, and you'll still get it through that you can change. All you have to do to change your life is change your thoughts. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.